Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Comics Plus, what is going on? My name is Akasan.
Hey, it's Marta.
Hey, so the next episode of Attack on Titan, Shingeki no Kyojin. I have to say, it's been a very good couple weeks now, as I feel like this final season has actually been encouraging a lot more people to actually get into the show a lot more, at least on Japan's side, because there's a lot of people that haven't really been down, like they know of the show, but they haven't been watching it in the last 8 years that the anime has been on. It's been 11 years since the manga. And before I forget, the manga is coming out. The final manga is going to be released in Japan in 2 months. In about 2 months, the final manga is coming out. So, I just saw an article on the train yesterday, and they were like, after 11 years, the final manga comes out in April, I believe. So I think that's exactly the same time they're trying to wrap up this show. So
yeah, I was just gonna say, I saw in the Discord someone was saying that they're trying to sync it up for the
and that makes sense. That makes sense because it's usually around this time that it's usually around April or June that this is not a vibrator, by the way. I just realized how stupid. Sometimes I always wonder what was Reiner's plan, and what was his whole plan like after they kicked down the doors a few times. And I understood why Annie joined the military police, because she wanted to get deeper and figure some stuff out. But I was like, okay, I guess Reiner and
the purpose was to start a war.
No,
to draw out the
the other Titans,
the other Titans, the Marley. No, sorry.
You're
Eldian,
right.
the Paradise
The
Island
Marley
Titans.
Wait, not the Marley family. Yeah, is the Marley family? Yeah, the Marleyan, the royal.
The Marleyans are the bad guys. That's the Marleyan Island.
Are they? No. No. Sorry, not the Marleys. The Fritzes. The Fritz. So trying to draw out the Fritzes, and so that's one of the reasons I think Annie joined the military police. But then
she wanted to get closer to them. I think.
But then suddenly it was like, okay, and I'm gonna go hunt after Iden instead.
I think at that point, that's when they figured it out. Remember he transformed into like a torso, a head, and an arm to save Mikasa and Armin, and at that point everybody saw it. So I'm sure hit, and they were like, "Oh shit!"
Annie actually, but even then, Annie was with them early on. Even when he first appeared out of his Kyojin body, his Titan body, she was there with the rest of them. And so, but the thing is, afterwards they got to choose where they were joining. It's interesting. It's actually 4 or 5 episodes later, after Iden throws the rock down and everything, Annie still goes to join the military police. And
Founding Titan didn't know that the Founding Titan was with Iden. That's who they were going for, because the Founding Titan, supposedly their intel was that the Founding Titan was still with the Fritzes, the Royals.
But they still didn't know. They didn't know until they didn't know until Eden punched the shit out of Dinah and controlled. And then I remember Reiner was like, God damn, of all people, he's the one that got the coordinate, or he got the founding whatever. Anyways, I guess the main point is I'm having an interesting event getting down through season 1 right now, and I'm looking forward to season 2. Season 3, not so much, but it is important. And then finally back on season 4. It
feels like now we're gonna be I'm predicting for this episode we're about to watch now, we're still gonna be going down memory lane.
Yeah, I think so. Exposition.
And then there'll be sprinkles of stuff happening in the present with Zeke and Eden. I have a feeling we're still going to keep going to flashbacks. And I think by the end of the episode, something with something's gonna happen with Annie.
That'd be cool.
She's gonna wake up, she's gonna open her eyes, something like that. Because I just feel like
place your bets, folks.
you know, like that last episode, man.
How close is Marta to the actual truth? Let's find out in the next episode of Shingeki no Kyojin. And guys, don't forget we do have a sweepstakes as well going on. If you want to get some Attack on Titan tea, the best comment I saw is somebody with the name of Eden Yeager saying, "If it doesn't taste like my father, then I'm gonna return it." Somebody else said it doesn't taste like the blood of my enemies. It's like, what? You guys got some good comments, but make sure you check that out as well. There's multiple ways for you to enter, and then in time I think I will probably also have a giveaway of Demon Slayer cookies, baby. And that's that. Your latest episode of Attack on Titan starts now. Sensei!
普通はそんな一人で喋ったりはしないと思うんだ。私は鏡に映る自分に話しかけたりしたことがない。
Lady, what is your point? She just loves to ramble.
かっこいいと思うよ、私は。
What is
ちょっと見た感じなんか頑張って無造作に見えるような努力が伝わってくるし。
That's what I'm wondering.
話しに来たんだよ。初めて会った時なんて一晩中巨人について語り明かしたじゃないか。私は確信してた。君がヒストリアを犠牲にすることはないって。
What?
Wait, what is she talking about? Wait, did he sacrifice
She just
Historia?
said sacrifice Historia. Oh.
1年前君に船ごと担ぎ上げられて以来ですね。これから
Looking like the Men in Black up in here.
いや、今後もお前らと見せたのは最大限の情報だ。
パラディ島唯一の友好国、ヒーズル国。
Kimono lady!
There we go! Kimono. Kiyomi.
この家紋に見覚えはございませんか
No.
これは
Ackermann?
Whoa! That's her family crest.
Yeah. So she's another Asian.
死んだ母の一族から受け継いできたもの。
It's an A for Asian.
私も自分の子に託すように言われました。
なんとけなげなことでしょう。およそ
That's exactly what it means. Azubitos.
我が将軍結束はフリッツ王家と婚姻にしており、このパラディ島に投留しておられたのです。
Wow.
That's why he was so loyal to the king.
Right.
Yeah, she's one of the royal families.
Holy shit.
Oh, wait, a nation's ruler?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She is
okay,
like
no,
legit.
that's like a big deal.
She is like, she's a Disney princess.
But remember, what's his name? Who died? He worked closely with the king for a reason because he was one of these royal
You're talking
family
about Kenny,
people.
yeah, the Ackerman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
私たちは生まれのことで重い荷物を背負う者同士なんでしょ
Oh, maybe.
噂が一緒ならこんなに頼もしい人
I wonder if they make a deal for Historia and she goes back with Asian lady, Kiyomi, or whatever. Possible. All right, let's figure this out.
この日を迎えられたのは私たちを引き合わせてくれた。
No, they're thinking Zeke. That's crazy.
Uh-oh.
ジーク・イエーガーは自分の計画に協力するなら
So they want to make more of that maneuver gear.
Mm.
Interesting. Right, because the other nations have a way to Ew! Ew! I guess that's fucked up. They're trying to make all Asians look like that.
This is like Wakanda going after the material.
Nah, these would be colonizers going after Wakanda. What the fuck?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they basically want to reproduce here. Yeah.
Yep. They don't even know what it is.
わかりました。私は獣の巨人の継承を受け入れます。
What?
Yeah, this is. He doesn't like it.
That's why he's pissed.
Right. They want him to They want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe he killed her to protect her? I don't know. That's, I mean, it's really stupid, but...
Ah, so he's trying to do a different version of the rumbling, I guess. Right.
He wants to end the Titans.
Oh, shit! Yo!
What the fuck is he doing? He just like threatened to transform right then and there. What the fuck is wrong with him? Oh my god.
Now what? Wait, what?
What?
Who is she pregnant?
No.
Wait, what?
What?
What's going on?
No, why is she
What
pregnant?
are up with these time
Who
jumps?
got her pregnant?
Yeah, with who though?
With Zeke. Zeke and her had a baby. That's whose baby.
That's what they
it
just
is.
said? Okay, I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
No. Hold on. Yeah, wait. Yeah, it's not Zeke.
Wait a minute.
These guys are fucking crazy.
Is this a flashback?
Yeah, they better.
No. Wait, what? I'm confused.
You're gonna poison them. Oh shit, they're all gonna get poisoned. It's Godfather scene right here. Nah, the way they were talking, they look like they're about to die. Oh, Luffy, what you doing up in this anime?
やはりヒーズルはパラディ島の資源を独占取引したいのだから他国との貿易に協力などしない。そして世界はパラディ島が災いの種であり続けることを望んでいる。
Come on, kimono lady, you're better than that.
の団結。わからないものがあれば理解しに行けばいい。それが調査兵団だろ。
True.
ハンジさん、そんなこと考えてたんですね。そこで本場のマーレ料理に。
俺何持っていこう。腹を下したら大変だよな。
何かが変わるかもしれない。
But you're gonna infiltrate a base and then ask for peace after that?
I think maybe then we'll just live among the people.
そろそろ決めなきゃいけない。俺の巨人の継承者。
Oh shit.
Give it to Mikasa.
私
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
アッカーマン家が何なの恒例だ。
Oh
ま
my
ず俺はエ
god.
レン
This
より
dude.
はるかに後だ。立ち狂って死に急ぐようなこともなく、いついかなる状況でも優れた。
John's always John, man. Wow, so Sasha was supposed to. Oh wow.
信頼できるのも私たちくらいなら。
So that
消去法で私しかいないじゃないですか。
お前ら。
maybe
セレレンよ。セレレンじゃけど。
that makes
Because
her
she's like, I want to
death
eat
more
more
impactful.
food.
That's interesting.
おかしいだろ。
え？
いや、だからバカには任せない。
大事だからだ。他の誰よりも。
Now he feels so different, I feel like.
長生きしてほしい。
Actually, no, because the way Sasha died and the impact that it had on him in that moment. Now
Yeah, it made more
this
sense, but I
really
was like, damn, if
affirms
Sasha was
it.
supposed to inherit that, that's crazy. That would have made it even harder.
Yeah.
夕日なら仕方ねえよ。
No, it's like a I love you guys moment without them saying I love you guys.
Mikasa, yeah, Mikasa's just like, put it inside of me, Iden, right
Oh
now.
my god.
I'm just
No.
saying. She's ready. She cut her hair again. Wait, is she? No, okay, she ain't pregnant. That looked like one of those scenes she could walk with a baby belly. What's up with Mikasa? She looked like she wearing that pregnant outfit. She's
Yeah,
suddenly
she's a little too
cold,
cozy.
right? She wearing a snuggie. Like,
なあ、お前らにはあれがエレンに見えたか。
Wait, so Zeke and Eren talked
あいつはエレンじゃない。
alone,
もし
from
あ
what
いつ
I'm
が俺たちじゃ
understanding.
なく、
それは私たちが信頼されてるから。
I see. Okay.
私たちが行かなければ何もできなかった。
サシャが死ぬこともなかった。
It's like he forced them with this
Right.
pen. He knew that they were nearby.
サシャが死んだ時、エレンはどうしたと思う？
He
Oh
laughed.
shit.
涙を流したと思うか？
Because he was hysterical.
It was a joke. You wouldn't get it.
信頼できる他の誰かを巨人にして
Wow.
エレンの子孫を
Wow. All right, Armin.
Oh,
Shit. Armin talking that shit too now. These fuckers, though. Yeah, that was getting kind of long. And there you have it, folks. That was the latest episode of Attack on Titan. Oh, boy. There's a lot to take in on this one. And it all comes down to Asian power. So yo, I'm legit like, so you probably haven't seen it, Marta, but there's like a bunch of memes that go around on Twitter, like of Levi with the drip, and he's got the what was that thing? Supreme. He's got like the Supreme swag, and he's got like the face tattoo or whatever. Like I cannot
my god, no,
wait.
you gotta send that to
Yo,
me. I want to see.
Like Levi with the drip, right? And so like I cannot wait for somebody to start making the actual anarchist brand. You know that anarchist brand, right? It's kind of similar to this, but like this kind of this style right here.
Oh yeah.
So that anarchist brand, I can't wait for somebody to put tattoos on Mikasa like that. You know, the last descendant of the Asians, of like royal Asian on top of that. That's a big
That was
one,
a
though.
crazy reveal.
She's a Disney princess.
Wow.
Yeah, she's the anime version of a Disney
She's
princess.
a double Disney princess because
Right.
one side is the
Ackermann.
Asian side
Right.
and the other side is the Ackermann side.
Now, but
which
technically,
Ackermann has ties to the royals, and they're like,
No, well,
remember they said that royal families don't all have a Titan, that there was a bunch
right,
of
but
them.
okay, but I might be wrong on this, but I don't think Ackermans are any sort of royalty. It's just that they're one of the only people that couldn't get their memories erased, but they were essentially like loyal to the king for the most part, the royalty.
That's because the ones that were in the chambers that couldn't get their memory erased were considered royal.
Okay,
So I
maybe
think it has to do with like, it's
Interesting.
not like
Okay.
we're not talking like royal to the high standard of this is your associated Titan to your
You mean,
like
Warhammer
Warhammer
I know,
has the
yeah.
Tigers but it's like they were some sort of ranking royalty from what I'm understanding, based off of the knowledge of Paradise Island's royalty and like their royal families that they had that didn't get affected by the memory wipe.
Nope. Okay, I just cleared it up. Sorry. So I
yeah,
know you
go
were
for it.
going on something, but it just sounded so weird. So the Ackermann Clan, also known as Ackermann's family, is an Eldian family living within the walls. Traditionally, they were a bloodline of warriors that protected Eldia's king, but were persecuted to the brink of extinction after refusing to follow Karl Fritz's ideology. So there you go. So yeah, I just remember they were just.
I was way off.
Yeah, no, I just vaguely remember because I looked up the bloodline of seeing how Levi and Mikasa are related, and it's just the fact that they're like super. They're like the Spartans, basically. They're the Spartans of Attack on Titan. So they got Spartan blood, and so genetically they were just built to last. So that's how it is. It just so happens that Levi kind of has Asian like features in this anime world. Like I asked that question on Twitter a few days ago because I was like, wait, is Levi Asian? Because he's kind of short and like, he's got that look, right?
Yeah, I noticed in this episode in particular, everyone is taller than him now.
And but no, apparently Mikasa's father was the Ackermann, And now we definitely know that Mikasa's mother was a Hizuri, which is phonetically for Japanese, or phonetically breaks down to sunrise, actually, land of the rising sun. So this is the Attack on Titan's version of Japan, basically. And even that drawing of that way back when looked like when the colonization was kind of, or the explorations were starting way back in Yokohama time period or whatever. Okay, but yeah, so we know for sure though, like that Mikasa is essentially a princess and possibly a queen. She's very much in line like Historia in some sense, if not even more. My biggest concern, the one problem I didn't like about that, and this is what makes it kind of dark in some sense, is the way they portrayed Kiyomi, and the way they portrayed that entire clan of like kind of money hungry colonizers.
And I'm like, think that based off her behaviors from that episode in the ballroom, and she just seemed so empathetic,
right? But then that's I really didn't like that whole thing where she was like fucking getting like wet and licking her lips at the idea of this money. I'm like, wow. And I was actually really like, I'm not trying to make it a big deal, but I was really surprised that, a Japanese creator would portray the only Japanese people, only Asian people in this world as being money hungry, kind of like
that is interesting. Yeah,
because that's the kind of
really out of the norm,
because that's the kind of propaganda that in World War II, and that's the way that they used to portray for like not even modern day, like we're talking about like 10 years or 20 years ago, about Jewish people kind of being like money hungry, gold on their back, leprechaun type of shit like that. Like we were just talking about Gina Carano the other day. And so I was really surprised that they made this woman looking like she was like fucking Smeagol out of Lord of the Rings, like my precious. I was like,
and you know what? Yeah, she is like a Smeagol because she survived. She was the one that was smart enough to leave before Iden popped up and killed everybody.
So I was really disappointed on that particular situation, because I thought I was kind of with everything until it got to that point where they basically were trying to be colonizing, and then they jumped, I guess, another year or maybe a little more than a year. We see them work on a railroad, and it was just like, look, we see that the Eldians, the Paradise Island people, wanted her to like kind of try to negotiate with other nations like that. And I'm like, you guys thought that plan was going to work? It was kind of clearly obvious that she wanted all of that stuff to be part of her sort of world like that.
Yeah, so suddenly she's this greedy character that wants Paradise Island to herself.
Right, she wants the vibranium. Her own nation.
Yeah. And she wants Mikasa to be okay with it and join in. Like, you would, lady, you really think Mikasa's going to be okay with that? No.
Right. And that's actually an interesting point as well. I'm like, so that's a weird one. On top of that, I thought was like, okay, so I'm just putting it from the perspective of the way they're portraying Kiyomi, is the fact that, okay, so they found the last descendant of royalty, but at the same time, if they bring back royalty, doesn't Kiyomi lose all of her power suddenly, possibly? Or do they only just because
what if she wants to
kill her? I thought about the same. I thought the same thing. Or so that's the thing. Like it's weird. Kiyomi's portrayal is giving me mixed feelings, because at first she looked like she really cared about everybody, but then that one scene she was just talking about like that whole licking the fucking lips. I'm like, ugh. Firstborn
daughter.
Yeah. So the first direct line, because just like in England, there's like Harry and all that, but the main ones. Well, I shouldn't say main, but if we're comparing like the UK, then it would be Princess Charlotte, who is this daughter of Charles.
No, Charles is the
will be king.
Son, who he's
Right.
gonna be king.
So it's Elizabeth.
There's no females. It's Elizabeth, Charles.
Then
Then
not
it's
yet.
After Charles, it's
not Harry. It's Harry.
Harry.
Right?
No,
Harry.
no, the other one. Not Harry. The other one.
knows.
What the fuck is his name?
Yeah, right. Okay. Anyways, yeah, exactly. So
and his daughter
Correct.
Then he has a little girl.
Okay. So this is the thing. So it's the same deal right now. It's like everybody's getting work because for like 10 years ago, it was a huge problem. Like she wasn't giving birth to any boys. So in Japan, at this moment in time, only a man can become the emperor.
Yes, I remember looking that up because there was only one emperor. There was like 2 or 3 empresses in historical
So this has been a big
times,
problem. Yeah. So there was a huge problem because people were like really pushing it, literally mentally pushing it on this woman to just keep on making babies until you make till you can give Japan a son. And it was like, what the hell? And it was like, you could see it was taking a toll on her. So it's kind of similar to what's going down here. It's like they just need it for symbolization's sakes, but there's a whole nother power here. And I feel like that's essentially what Kiyomi wants, is to essentially branch Hizuri more and more and give the people of Hizuri more power, essentially, our strength.
It reminds me of Historia's situation too, because I feel like that's kind of what's going on right now.
But that's
also on Paradise Island. Like I would say Historia has a little bit more power and influence. She's a figurehead very much for the people because they made her to save everyone. Remember in that scene, that last battle scene, everyone was supposed to see her be the one that kills the Titan, and then therefore the people trust her and stuff, and they'll accept her as queen. But like, really, it's the military that's running the game now.
Which is really
politics.
disappointing. I was like I'm on the same page with Eden. I'm like, yo, you basically like, so this guy actually goes into the first episode, or the second episode was Eden basically compared everybody inside the walls as fucking cattle. And he that was one of the reasons he got so pissed, was like, so after all this time, we're still being treated like cattle, and you want to use Historia as a baby making machine to also keep the Titans inside. And it's like, oh, that was disgusting, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, anyway, so I think that's interesting. But you know, if we look at it right now, at this moment in time, Paradise only has one royal blood, which is Historia. Grisha killed everyone else. And then you have Zeke with royal blood, technically. And you know, maybe that's it.
Now Mikasa has royal blood now, apparently too. Like we're realizing her royal.
That's
claim.
A good point. That's actually a good point. Is that because Mikasa technically has royal blood, so does that mean that they can work something out as well? Possibly. We don't actually see Mikasa and Eren touch that often either. So I wonder, had it gone a different way, if Eren touched Mikasa.
But she's not Eldian.
Right. Right.
She's not Eldian.
Right.
She's
Never
a different kind of royal.
Right. Okay. Anyways, all right. Anything else? Zeke's plan. So Zeke's plan is basically was dealing with the Hizuri clan with Kiyomi, the iceberg stone. But the main point for him is, we know that what he offered them was the fact, okay, you guys can become this popular nation or whatever, or you can become a strong nation. But his main thing was he wants to do a partial rumble, which we keep hearing more and more, which I'm assuming is just building more walls again. Like he's trying to be Trump out here, and like,
no, I think it's taking down the walls and using those colossal titans that are in the walls. Because those are
right. Doing what though?
They're like mini colossal.
Yeah, I get it.
When
you
think about it, And like you threatening them to use as weapons because
on an island.
Well, now they have a port.
Right,
and they could probably cross the sea. They're probably tall enough.
No other nation is going to be like, all right, well, let me tell all my other homies and we're going to all split the profit here. Nah, man, like
right, but
it's a very messy thing, and I think it's very risky, but at the same time, I don't know, I can't see where Zeke's plan works for Marley either. That's the thing. Like, I'm still trying to figure out if Zeke is trying to betray everybody, how is this beneficial to Marley right now? So the Marleyans, like are they gonna try to like eliminate? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't fully get it. But
unless it's, well, we know that Iden and Zeke spoke. Right. That they've been communicating.
Right.
That they share.
So there's something even deeper.
They share the same idea. Iden believes in Zeke's plan.
I don't.
To an extent, because he went ahead and went to retrieve Zeke anyway. Apparently, according to
because time. But I think Eden only did that because time is running out at this moment in time. Like Zeke is on his at this point now. Everybody knows Zeke is on his last year, and they got to do, if they're going to do something, they got to do it really soon. Their Hanji's plan was going to take way too long to do and figure out. Marley wasn't going to sit back and let that shit slide. Then they also have prisoners of war, so to speak, that have been working with them as well. And you know, the thing, like, in some sense I get what's up with Eden, because you got all these people that are doing these back end deals on a different island. You can't watch them. That's the thing. So Eden's like, yo, we can't be having these fucking secret meetings and years are going by. We got to take action now, because we're going to be the ones ending up with dicks up our asses, basically just sitting around, because they're the ones stuck on this island. Like, whether they want to admit it or not, they're the ones that are ignorant to everything that's going on around the world. And, you know, so all they're doing is getting third-party information.
That gets back to the old man, the bald guy.
Exactly.
Like,
Pixis,
we're
right?
Infant. Yeah, Pixis is like, oh yeah, we're infants.
Right.
We need to just shut up and listen.
Exactly.
And learn
and they try to, they try
notes.
to do it the best they can, but it's like, you know, so in some sense, I still get Eden's plan is probably the most understanding version of it, because he was like, you know what, this is so stupid staying on this island getting third-rate information. I'm gonna go down there and go find out for myself what's up, like that. And then he still figured out that shit. Even after seeing what it's like, he's like, yeah, you know what, let's still do this, bro. I still feel like Tiber is also connected somehow, some way, because I'm still going back to this whole idea of like him and Eden had the same sort of thought process of like the wheel, the wheel keeps spinning, but they don't know how to stop it. That was something that I think Tiber, he said, that never like left my mind, was the fact that he's just like, you know, it's crazy when you're in control of the wheel, but you don't really know how to stop it like that. And I've always felt like that declaration of war was him essentially trying to stop it. Like, I still feel like in some sense he knew like what was going on, and that was his defining moment. That was going to be his last moment. I'm not sure 100%, but I get this feeling that he knew this was it. He was about to be a martyr for something. So I don't know, man. Like,
I'm still rolling with I'm still like thinking and like stewing in my mind the idea of just eliminating all of the Titans. Like, did they ever decide who is going to inherit? At that point, when he was still cool with his friends, did they ever determine who was going to inherit his Titan?
No.
I mean, those are things that they have to think about, and so now Iden has a lot more Titans than he started out with in him, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, if he still wanted to protect Historia, the thing to do would be to take the Beast Titan for himself. I wonder if he's going to continuing on with this thought process of maybe like condensing all the Titans and just like eliminating them. What if he's the one that's going to inherit Eden's Titans and be the one to continue and end it? Like if Eden can't make it all the way, if he can't finish his plan,
possibly.
Because like,
yeah, let's definitely, no, you're right about this. Let's not sleep on Harold. There's a whole reason why he's the main focus of all the trailers and like the end scenes, and like he was the first person we saw in this season. Like he will definitely play a huge factor.
And next
into
episode
this.
too, like some like they go to so they're gonna go to a house, some random person's house, and seek shelter there because they're going to escape. And what's going to happen with his perspective now, being shown kindness by total strangers on this island that he
and
knows
what's going to happen
about.
with Gabby's as well. Yeah.
Right. No, Gabby's just going to go ape shit. I think he's going to have to kill Gabby. I think he's going to kill Gabby. I think he's going to be forced to kill his own friend.
I think what's
because
very
Gabby
interesting
is just going to put their safety in jeopardy, and it's going to be too risky.
It's a very interesting thing, right? I think both Harold and Gabby are like reflections of what Eden and Mikasa and Armin kind of went through as kids. Different personalities, obviously, but Gabby has that Eden's rage, but not the things to see through. She's so convicted in her rage that she has nothing else that she can do. But Harold's trying to think this out logically like Armin does, and it's very interesting to see how these two are kind of growing up and seeing things, seeing this world. So I'm looking forward to that next episode as well.
And he's still someone that wants to protect Gabby,
right?
That's why he was like, I'll take the Titans. No, I don't want you to inherit the Titan. I'll take it. So they have a really interesting relationship too, in and of itself.
All right, we're done for today, I think. That was another long one. Sorry about that, guys. Full reaction and review on this episode on Patreon. Appreciate all you guys signing up. If you want to see more stuff that we've been doing, like Attack on Titan, the full reaction, Kakeguri, which I should probably get you to start watching that one. Marta, it's I mean, it's just like the best way people put it is horny people gambling, basically. horny waifus gambling. That's like the whole basis of the story. It's really interesting. And then on top of that, I'm also watching some other stuff, The Promised Neverland, among other things. So make sure you check out the Patreon. It does definitely help keep the channel alive. Till next week. I'm surprised we are not getting any breaks on this show at all. It's very interesting. No breaks at all. So
let's do it.
We'll see you guys next week. Take care. We're out. Peace.